Good morning and welcome to your self realization. Let's start with our gratitude. Mother, Father God, we give gratitude and thanks for this day. We ask for your infinite light of protection to be with us and throughout wherever we are, so that only the highest and the best will occur through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. For this blessing, we give thanks. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Today is will. Today is all about will. There you go, David. And David's going to be talking about will today and one of our 12 powers.
Okay. Will is the action part of the powers, and there's always one big question that is to be answered and to know is that what is the will of God? And I jump right to the heart of it. So I am the will of God. And how do you all feel about that? How have you been taught being that you're the will of God? And that what it really means is that your action is to everything goes to the action of God. There's so much I would say unanswered questions about this, and everybody gets confused about it. That when I mention this out in some classes, and I have some real weird reactions, and people have been in metaphysics for years. And when you say that you are the will of God, when I say I am the will of God, what I'm really saying to you is that you are the will of God, and every action that you do is creating the will of God, and that's an action. And then what it really does, it amplifies the definition of I am God, and the energies that are in there, that when you have an understanding of that I am the will of God, then you're going to have a much more smoother world and everything. And also there's quite a few habits that we've acquired through our life, and the will of God is in those habits too. And so habits are happiness, health, and wealth, and those are the basic foundations of the will of God, is being happy, healthy, and wealthy. And when anybody asks me of what I want, I always tell them I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy, and everything. And when I ask someone that and they don't know what to say, then I say that they don't know what happiness, health, and wealth is. And the way to understand happiness, health, and wealth is to activate happiness, health, and wealth. And you do that by saying, I am happy, healthy, and wealthy. It's a simple direction and everything. And don't try to debate it or anything like this, is that you all have an understanding of what happiness, health, and wealth is. When you see something that is not happy, healthy, and wealthy, you know what is not happy, healthy, and wealthy. And that's part of the knowing. That's another power that we're going to go into it. And the beauty of the 12 powers here, is that they start not, they don't wait for one another to start. They're all moving together at one time. And when you're activating imagination, you're activating all the 12 powers. And so, and by what we're doing right now is that we're doing them one at a week, But the thing is that you are activating the 12 powers every time you think, talk, and act. You're doing that, and each power has an indication of what is going to be doing, and when you understand that, you have much more calmness in your life, and you have much more peace in your life. And, and I've had people in class, just will almost get up and leave when I say that you are the will of God, and they don't come back and everything. And so it's important to allow this to be absorbed and defined and everything like this. Is that we all teach that we all are all one, and so we have all the faculties that each one of us have the faculties of the Creator within us, and the more we think of that, the more positive it's going to be in our life and everything. And the metaphysics is such a strong and defined thing in our life, and the thing here is that if you're not quite getting that I am the will of God and everything like this, then there's some things in there that you are to adjust to, and I know that it takes time to adjust, and of course there's a faculty that in order we get the order, we'll be talking more about that. Good. Everything that is creation is in the 12 powers and everything, and the more you discuss it with people and everything, the more you get more familiar with it and everything, and there's a knowledge within you that is ready to explode, and I was hesitant to say explode, but the thing is that it's it'll explode and everything, and you'll be able to be much more confident and secure with that. And the thing is that developing metaphysically, it takes strength, it takes all the powers to do that, and we'll be having a much more clearer understanding of it, and another thing that I found happened when we opened up the 12 powers and everything like this, you have different ideas on what you've been doing all your life, and you're unfamiliar with them, and when you're unfamiliar with something, I want you to know that something is activating within you to put that knowledge into more action. See, will is action. When you are acting, you are doing the will of God, and the more comfortable you are with that, the more at peace. One of the main ingredients of metaphysics is peace. And when you use the power of will, is that you're encompassing all the energy that goes along with that and everything. And so if you have a irritation with this, I welcome you to explore it and to understand it more. We've already gone through understanding and everything, and that the energies that are there, it's there. Mm-hmm. And to be a metaphysician is a wonderful thing. And sometimes it doesn't seem that way, but a lot of the things that have been taught to us, are erroneous. But I don't want to go into the erroneous thing. I just want to go beyond that, and know that there's other habits that are ready to be formed within you that are happy, healthy, and wealthy. That's the basic foundation of principles, is happiness, health, and wealth. And that is so huge to be able to do that. Each one of us have gone through health in our life, and sometimes the conditions are not too well, so I've gone through some health things and everything in my life and everything, and There was one time in my life where they found a precancerous situation in the skin and everything like this. And the doctor said, now I'm going to give you a treatment, but it's going to burn and it's going to and do that. And so I went there and I went to my doctors and I said, let's not have it burn. And let's just have it burn. And you know, as long as I was taking that treatment, I didn't have any burning whatsoever. And you know what happened when I stopped? It started to burn. And so, but the treatment was already done, and the healing was going in, and so you can do things when they say you have something and everything like this, you can counteract that with will and everything like this, and you'll be able to live comfortably, you know, and this experience I had happened in 1976, and here I am. I turned 80 this year, so and I'm still working with some things, you know.
Everybody's clapping.
Huh?
Everybody's clapping.
Yeah, so okay. Now, any feelings you want to express now?
Would you say the will is similar to the power of our mind to override physicalities, such as you were mentioning the burning? So the placebo effect of taking a sugar pill and thinking that it's something else, similarities in that?
Is that a question?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is will be,
You just said the same thing I just said.
yeah. I guess I'm reiterating it to process it and digest it. It's like a baby bird being regurgitated. I guess the question is, so basically the mind and will are together in that sense. So mind over matter is the simplistic way of saying will.
All these are there's no separation in any of the things that you just said. It's
Okay.
was there.
Then I understand it. I just had to put it, I guess I had to speak it through to really grasp it. But
Right.
thank you.
And when you really understand we are all one, you know, and we're oneness and everything like this, that will you will get answers that will be satisfying to you, not anyone else, but you. You're seeking something that you understand. So you're using the understanding part of your being, and you're using your imagination right now to do that, and it's all one. There's no separation with it.
Now we're adding into it.
Yes, I find it very fascinating coming from a family that was in Christian Science,
Yeah.
using Christ to heal.
Mhm.
There's lots of miracles that happen, not miracles, I call them realities that happened in our family, healings that happen through God or ourselves channeling the oneness of all.
Super conscious?
Yes.
Part of
Yeah. So yes, having that powerful will and the knowing and the trust and alignment can do quite beautiful things and help so many people. Basically, like you said, is what I'm interpreting.
And you know the one who gets helped the most
Ourselves.
is when you look in the mirror. That's the person who gets the most help.
That makes sense.
And then if you think about, you know, everything that we say, you know, as we've always talked about planting things, our positive belief patterns, you know, utilizing all of this is of the utmost, you know, highest and best for self.
You know, one of the things that I think about with will is that you can sit and you can say an affirmation over and over and over again. But then if you're moving about in life and doing the opposite of that,
You can't.
then that's, yeah, it's the will is the action that we take that goes along with everything to activate all of those affirmations that we say.
Yeah.
So without getting that energy to move forward and act, then we're not completing that cycle.
Yeah. Or even replacing the negative, right? Because like you're
Right.
creating it with your affirmation, the plus, and then we go throughout the day and go, gosh, I'm so ridiculous. I can't believe I did blah, blah, blah. Cancel. We just canceled out all that stuff. Let's start over again. Okay, cancel. Replace.
You know, when you what you just described was discord, Marcia.
Yeah.
When you affirm and everything, and then you go out and do it the opposite of that,
Mhm.
that's discord, and that is also will.
Yes,
And
that's action.
yes, and anything that's action is going to be will, and there's no separation from that, you know. And this is one of the difficulties with what I found with metaphysics, is that they think they're separate, you know, and they're not. When you're doing discord, that's the will that you're doing right now, and you're gonna, and it's important to we'll get into some with the order is the same thing, you know. There's so much available for us to know that the things that we are doing, we actually do things to do opposite to ourselves.
Mhm.
And by taking it simply, you know, and do that I am happy, healthy, and wealthy. What else do you need to know? Because you haven't found it yet. You're still moving along with that, you know. And if you feel that you're not happy, then you don't have it. You don't have the understanding of it. So, but it's there, and it's telling you, look for it, be it, and all you gotta do is say it. You know, the words are so important.
That's why it's good with understanding and will working together. You know, as we were talking about, everything works together. But as we're combining these, you know, what we've already learned, that's the making the cookies.
Right.
We're making the recipe.
Mhm.
So when
Is there times where our will purposefully is for discord, so we can fill something needed from the discord?
Oh, yeah.
sure.
The discord is a direction that you can put yourself in. And
Purposely.
when you know you're in discord, then you know how to get out of it. And the thing is that we don't get out of anything. We change it.
Evolve it. Yeah.
What's one of the things that's constant in this world is change. So we change the discord into a happy, healthy, wealthy.
Very interesting.
I think about all of our, you know, situations, what we would want to call negative or whatever. But they're always positive because it's always shown to someone else so that they can evolve, you know? And so I think every little incident that we've ever had the will to do something differently is always like this beautiful, you know, teachings for anybody that sees it, you know, or experiences it, so to speak.
You know, every time we do something different, there's different things coming up from our soul that we've done before, and that we're able to see more clearly and to act more and allow that to be in our life. This is
Uh,
what it's gonna be.
With meditation and will, pairing those together, how I wonder if by meditating every day or having a practice of meditation, does that help raise your vibrational level? So when you do recognize discord, you're able to flip the switch quicker.
You're going in that parasympathetic nervous system, so you are creating healing already. And it also, anything you're thinking, saying, and doing in that meditation, you're creating the positive to be replaced.
And you know,
Absolutely.
another thing is that what you just said is also a direction for will. You know, when you ask a question like that, you know, you're putting energy into that direction. And that's another thing to adjust to.
Yeah.
It's quite fascinating.
Well, we are fascinating.
We are.
Yes, we are.
Where's Will located? Where's Will located? In the body? In our 12 powers.
Is it physical body, or is will connected to our soul?
Well, it's a power. Yeah. I'm just asking because I'll tell you.
Yeah,
But I think isn't will part of the pituitary?
I'm going to show you a
that's
picture.
close to it.
Yeah.
It's in the front brain.
See if I could show this to you. Did you guys, I don't know if everybody has this, but I know Reverend Marcia definitely does. Did you guys ever get one of these?
I
Don't think so.
think so either.
This is Will up here. You see that?
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Right in the front there. So you
yes.
well got it there.
Could you send that to us?
Yeah, I'll take a look on my flash drive and get you the picture. I'll send it off to
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
pretty cool.
email there. Yeah. 'Cause
So it's right above understanding.
yeah, so we have let's see if I can show you this. So so imagination is really close, like see that would be like where your eyes are, but it's like right behind there. And then understanding sort of up above that, and then will is getting close to the top of the head there, like in your third eye, basically. See that?
Next week.
So
Very
I think we have to remember that there's a physical part to it. There's also an energetic part of it,
Definitely.
which is the spiritual part of it. So back to your question about is it physical or is it energetic? It's both.
And then we go into faith next, which gets people a little bit confused. They're like, I have faith.
That word has been used in many ways.
Yeah.
I think part of will is you know, if you believe it can be, it will be. And so lots of times we will something, but there's that doubt in our mind. And the doubt is what chips away the power of will.
Well, as soon as you get it, say replace, as soon as it shows up, that's your opportunity right there to change it.
We have to be aware of it first.
Cancel. Oh, what was that? Oh, cancel that.
Will be what will be will be.
That is absolute.
Well, that's true. I don't think our will can override what our higher self knows is what's good for us.
Now,
I mean, I guess there's exceptions.
Yeah, hear
where's-
David out on that one.
Where is the higher self?
Well, I guess I think of the higher self as being
I think
connected to,
you're getting into religious instruction.
pardon?
You're getting into religious instruction. Higher self. Everything is higher self, everything is lower self.
Isn't that separated?
Okay, I guess I do see a separation in that.
So think of yin and yang. And the little dot in the middle of each one. There's no separation.
And that's the will.
Because we always are something, we're always, there's two different facets of everything.
Mhm.
There's never anything a part of that. And they're always together, no matter what. Yeah. Katie, we got your message. We understand about your camera. You're good. Or not the camera, but the computer. You're fine. And if you ever want to say anything, please do. Katie,
Okay, thank you.
About 7 minutes after. Yeah. All right. Good stuff. I am. I was just gonna say, if you don't go within, you'll go without.
Yeah,
So it's in our little document about will. If you don't go within, you'll go without. Know what is your will and not the will of others. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start our meditation on will. So for self-realization, the one thing we do in our meditation is to absorb all of that thought process of how we take in what we know about will within ourselves, what we are, and self-realize what will is to you. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes, get nice and comfortable, and let us concentrate on our breath. As this breath moves through the nostrils, it relaxes each muscle, nerve, and vessel in our being. This breath is what sustains you. It is the breath of life. Feel the relaxation that this breath brings to your being. It is the breath of life. As this relaxation moves gently in and around each part of your being, it turns into something very beautiful called love. You recognize this love as being alive and active with each breath. Just relax and recognize. As you exhale, you release physical toxins and negative attitudes you have towards yourself and all people concerned. Relax, recognize, and release. As you're releasing the toxins and attitudes, they are being dispersed into the I am. Gently allow this breath to settle in the feet area. This is the understanding part of our being. As you understand yourself clearly, then you understand the world that you move in. Just relax, recognize, and release. Feel all tension, nervousness, and frustration leave as this breath moves to your ankles and up the legs. Feeling all agitations and irritations being dissolved. Relax, recognize, and release. As this breath moves to the hip area, relax and release all of which does not belong to you. The hip represents independent movement. You are now free to move in life and free to be you. Very gently, allow this breath to move to the base of the spine and the small of the back. Allow the breath to stay here for a few moments. This breath becomes stronger and stronger, for this is the strength area, and strength is confidence, security, and firmness. Now allow the breath to move up the spine. As this breath moves and touches all vertebrae, muscles, and nerves, you feel enlightened, giving up all the burdens that do not belong to you and taking care of what does belong to you. As this breath moves up the spine, you feel confident, secure, and firm. Relax, recognize, and release that which does not belong to you. As this breath touches the shoulders, feel all tension, nervousness, and frustration leaving. The shoulders represent responsibility in life, and know with each breath that you are doing your responsibility in life with freedom and ease. You also allow all other people to do their responsibilities with the same freedom and ease. Allowing this breath now to move down the arms, relaxing, recognizing, and releasing, reaching the hands. The hands are the giving and receiving part of our being. We give to receive and receive to give. As this breath is in the hands area, feel the breath that is between your hands and how good this breath feels. This goodness is you. You are extremely good. Take this goodness that is you and place it in the lower abdomen area. The greatest gift of all lies here, life. You are full of life, and life is full of you. Life is happiness, health, and wealth. And you eliminate all that hinders you from life, and you put order into your life. Order is the adjusting of all mind powers, moving in harmonious manner of life. Very gently now, allow this breath to move to the stomach area. The stomach is the judgment area. Let us fully and freely release all mistakes and judgments that we have made, that have led mistake in action, and replace with the correct judgments that lead to correct action. Relax, recognize, and release. Feel all tension, nervousness, and frustration leaving, allowing the breath to move to the heart area. The heart is the love area of our being, and with each beat of the heart, love moves to each part of our body. We radiate that love, and wherever we go, this radiance is felt. And the universe gives back to you that radiance. Relaxing, recognizing, and releasing. Very gently, allowing the breath to move to the throat area. The throat is the power area in life. You are in command of your life, and you are at ease with that command. Relax, recognize, and release that which does not belong to you. Very gently, allowing the breath to move to the back of the head, to the very crown of your head, and from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, you are relaxing, recognizing, and releasing. As you're in this relaxed state, think, feel, or see yourself walking down a path. You feel the path beneath your feet. You notice the green grass that lines this path. You notice the sun twinkling through the trees that also line the path. As you walk down the path, there's a gentle breeze that touches your body. This is the breath of life. It allows you to take the next step in knowing yourself. As you walk down the path, there's a gentle clearing in front of you. And as you walk into the clearing, the softness of the grass touches your feet. Knowing that you are very protected, you walk into the clearing. There is a body of water that is crystal clear and warm to your touch. There are paths that lead away from the clearing. As you walk to the body of water, if you choose to go into the water, submerging completely in the water and breathing freely, all organs functioning properly, know that you are very protected. If you choose to lay beside the water, absorbing the 4 elements, the sun, water, air, and earth, or you may choose to explore the paths, feel free to do so and enjoy. remembering all that you have seen, sensed, felt, or heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. You notice your healing clarity from your healing circle. And you notice that every one of us surround that healing circle. And you notice that your healing breath starts to expand and touch each and every one. And we become one healing breath. One healing breath. We direct this healing breath to the healing box. And for all the souls making and have made transition, all the institutes of health that state that peace is the journey and destination, all of those affected by the winds, the rains, the snows, and the movement of the earth and the fires, that they are all protected and healed. As you're aware of your healing presence, and as you move towards your path, you notice anything changed, moved, or taken away. And when you're on your path, your mental and physical consciousness becomes aware, remembering all that you have seen, felt, and heard, and feeling very refreshed, alert, and keen. And when your mental and physical consciousness is fully aware, open your eyes. Voila. Okay, everybody back? Lady J, are you good? Katie, you back?
Well, I didn't want to come back, let me tell you.
All right. So who would like to talk about how they did in their meditation on will? I see you.
Okay, I'll start. I was walking through the blades of grass and I saw a door and it was basically just standing in the middle of the blade of grass, and so I walked toward the door. I opened the door. It was dark inside. So I walked into the darkness. I shut the door, but in the darkness it was very comforting. It was like a womb almost feeling. And I noticed that as I was walking, that I was seeing the walls of it because my skin had this like amber glow that was reflecting what was around me. And as I get closer to the walls of this dark cave-ish feeling, I noticed symbols. And as I touched the symbols, they illuminated like gold. And when I touched it, I felt like a beautiful feeling of energy soaring through my heart into my other hand. And I realized that all these little symbols I was touching are things that I know, but I don't need to understand right now. They will come to me. They're already there. And I realized I was walking through the chambers of my mind, that these corridors were actually going from my imagination, which was the doorway, going up just like your little diagram into the will part of myself. And I just had this complete knowledge that all will always be well. Everything will always work out. All is love. Will lead you to greatness.
Usually your gatekeeper's there too, behind that door. So say hi.
Yeah.
You want to.
That's a good idea.
They're there. You go on back and see where they are, what they want to say. Wow, that's amazing. Great job there, Casey. Lady J, how did you do?
Well, this new medicine I'm on makes me really, really sleepy. Fatigue is a big deal. I got as far as I walked past the water, decided I didn't want to get in there, but I didn't walk very far before there was a bench to sit on, and I sat down on that bench, and that's the last thing I remember until you said, Lady J, are you?
I know you always go sit somewhere, so I'm like, Lady J, are you in there?
Well, I have my chair right here beside me, so anyway, I know I got something, but I don't know what it was. Anyway, it was peaceful.
You know, you always know. Just like Casey said, I only know what I need to know when I need to know
Right.
it, right?
Exactly.
Katie, how did you do?
Honestly, I had a lot of distractions. We're having a yard sale today, so there was some coming and going, and I tried really hard to stay, present and stuff. It just continuing to come back to just relax and be here with you all, you know what I mean, was all I could manage today. My mind kept thinking of other things like, no, I'm sitting here, come back.
Yeah.
So it was challenging, but I was glad for the time to kind of force myself to sit here and stay quiet to the best.
Whatever the body needs, whatever you need, right?
Well,
When you need it.
You were definitely in Will.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, it took a lot of will to stay here present, as it were.
That's great. Reverend Marcia.
Um, I got a lot of information about visualizations that are helpful for me right at this time. So those visualizations are, I'm just really grateful for
Mhm.
that. And so I'm going to be utilizing that over the next month.
Yeah,
And yeah, so thank you.
yeah, for sure. I feel like when you're saying that, I was like symbols, and it goes back to kind of what Casey was doing as he was touching them, like those are those. Yeah. Reverend David, how did you do? Thank you, Reverend
Okay.
Marcia.
Well, first of all, I wanted to get in touch with the symbols of will. And I asked for the color today, what will represents. And then I also asked for imagination and will and understanding.
Understanding.
And so I had three symbols there and I merged them together. And I had the feeling of those three being activated more than they were before and everything. And so I found by doing this, it opened up my understanding and imagination and what action to do this upcoming week.
Hmm.
And I will be energizing those colors and symbols every day to expand my knowledge. And I found it a very good exercise to do, utilizing those symbols and colors. And the reason I'm not telling anybody the colors, because they're mine. And you can't use them to the ability of yourself. You can only use your abilities. And if you use somebody else's, you're not using your abilities. And this is a good step in all of us to in our development is to be aware and who we are and what we are.
Like those chakras.
Yeah.
Those aren't my colors.
Mhm. Right.
Right?
Well, they aren't your colors today. They might be your colors tomorrow.
Right.
Maybe not in the same format. Yeah, everyone's different, but we are.
It's funny you said that because I don't always align with the colors of their chakra color, and I see my own true chakra color that relates to what I feel, like Reverend David was saying, and that's truth to me.
Right. Exactly.
Because you are your only you. There's no one like you, Casey. You are unique, beautiful being, loved.
All of you are.
All of you. Every single one. We're all unique. And we all hear things differently too. Keep moving on with it. Anyway, Wow, that was good stuff.
Stuff.
Yes. And so next week, we're going to go into our fourth, 12th power of faith. So come on back, same time, and we'll keep connecting all the dots.
Well, it isn't actually the same time for some of us, because you're not going on to daylight savings time and I am, so it's going to change an hour for me.
It is. It's the week of the birthday for me. And I always know when the time change happens because it's that Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's
Happy birthday.
you
Well,
can tell me
next-
next week.
Next Saturday would be the same time.
For us, it's
That's
gonna be the same.
In
Uh,
Arizona, it's the same time, but if you don't
Yeah.
live in Arizona,
Yeah.
Well, Saturday will still be fine. It's Sunday, the 12th,
Yeah.
will be the shift. So it'll be the following Saturday we'll have.
oh, I thought it was this week that it happened. It's
It-
not tomorrow. It's not
No.
tonight at 2 o'clock. It's next week.
It,
Oh,
Correct,
it's good
Lady
you
J.
said that, Casey. I was mixed up on the time. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
it's on
We're all
the-
here for a reason.
I got a feeling there's gonna be a few million people like that.
Yeah, they already think it's this week. So it's on the 12th that it changes. So it'll be the 18th that we will concern
Will
ourselves.
change.
with time
Yeah.
change. Uh,
Well, good. I'm glad. Yes, I wish they wouldn't talk about it early because
yeah. Katie, where are you located?
I'm in Phoenix.
Oh, okay, same time. Okay.
it'll be the same time.
Casey, you're right.
California, baby.
What's your time right now?
It is almost 10 o'clock California time.
Okay, so you're an hour
Uh,
behind. Then
Arizona's 11.
Yep.
Yep. So I will be on the call at 9 a.m. like I was before.
Right. Okay, Lady J, what time is it there?
Right now, it's almost 11. So next week I'll be here at 10, but the next week I won't be here till 11.
Yeah.
If I come at 10, I won't find anybody and then I'll get panicky.
Next week is the same.
Yeah, I got it. I
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, good deal.
Thanks to Casey, I got it.
Thanks to
noted-
Whatever
I
it is,
noticed-
clear it. All right. Well, bless you guys.
I noticed in Meetup that you have another meetup today.
Yeah, that one is called Metaphysical Principles. People have paid and started that back in September, and it's a whole year long. And so they're in that year's worth of class. So it's not something to just jump into. It starts in
Oh.
September.
Okay.
Yeah, unless we create another one at some point. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
All right. So we'll do our gratitude and we thank you for today. Thank you so much. Mother,
Thank you.
Father, God, we give gratitude and thank yous for this day. We ask for your infinite light of protection to be with us and through us as we go on our path. So when we meet those on our passage, we share the love that's so abundant. And we give thanks for this day. Amen. And thank you.
Amen.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great week.
You too.